The whole design behind the Heart Zone system is to allow our kids to learn a lot more about their hearts. Are their hearts healthy or are they not? And if they're not healthy, what steps can we take in class, in physical education class, to allow them to strengthen their hearts? The heart is a muscle, and they have to understand that that muscle has to become stronger too. We're learning a lot about our students, and we're learning a lot about how we can challenge them in class to allow them to strengthen their heart. Our conditioned athletes are learning that they have to work extremely hard to get their heart rates into the yellow or red zone, and our less conditioned athletes are finding out that they get there quickly, and as a result they're finding out that maybe that's not necessarily a positive, that can be a negative. So as teachers, Mrs. Stanton and I are also learning how to use this technology to the best of our abilities too. The intensity level is something we talk to them about. The difference between doing maybe like a plank or some sit-ups as compared to some jumping jacks or line jumps. Trying to teach them that not only does the frequency or how often you exercise, the intensity, how that comes into play, and how it changes on the big board, as we call it, their numbers up there and the color of their zone. How do they associate that number to the kind of exercise they're doing, the frequency, the amount of time that they're doing it? They call it the FIT principle, the frequency, intensity, time, and then type of activity. So that last T probably comes in the most because of the type of activity. We can do jumping jacks, and then the intensity, again, we can do jumping jacks, but we can do them at a real slow pace, or we can really get after it and try to raise our heart rate higher. So again, it's that education piece that we're trying to get to with them.
It gives you kind of like a visual to see like how hard you're working, and it's kind of like something that can motivate you to work harder.
What do you like about this?
I like it because like it lets you see your heart rate, and it just pretty much shows how active you are and if your heart is healthy or not.
Well, we try to finish the class with some type of a recovery. There's two kinds of recoveries. We can do an active recovery where we're trying to just keep moving but slow our body down, kind of what you'd call a cool down in the old days, right? And then a restful recovery where we can actually meditate or come to a sitting position or a lying position and try to mindful recovery ourselves. And again, we're trying to associate those numbers that they're looking at on the big board as how quickly do I get back to my resting state or my ambient heart rate state, because a good athlete or a highly conditioned person will recover quickly. So how much time does it take them to get back to those zones? So again, the education piece coming into play, not only how high did my heart rate get when I was exercising, but how did I recover as an individual? So, and just saying the word individual, it shows you how individualized this makes Phy Ed, because it's all personal information up there that students are looking at. So a lot of times we would have students come to Phy Ed class and it was all just one class as a whole. Now we're looking at students very much more individually. So.